There's credible reports coming out that weapons are ending up in Kashmir. Weapons are ending up in the Middle East, in North Africa, and many other places. This isn't a fight that only affects us. This is a fight that will affect every single one, whether it's India, whether it's Europe, whether it's Middle Eastern countries, whether it's other countries on the international scene.
NRF is looking for any help from outside of the country, and if you can share, then please do let me know who is helping you with the weapons and other things.
Well, when I do face a question like this, I always say, is Afghanistan's conflict right now a civil war? Is it an internal war? Obviously, this is a rhetorical question. The answer is no, because we're fighting over 21 terrorist groups. And this is something that was verified in the United Nations Security Council report, the 14th report that came out last month in June, that the National Resistance Front is not only fighting the Taliban, that we're fighting other terrorist groups that are regional terrorist groups and international terrorist networks. So, and this is something verified that the Taliban, with the help of 20 other terrorist groups, are fighting the NRF. These are terrorist groups from South Asia, from Central Asia, from the Middle East, or all over the globe who have a jihadist ideology. So this is one fact that I wanted to point out when being asked this question. Two is, the Taliban and the other terrorist groups inside the country were left behind with $7 billion worth of arms, munitions, and equipment when NATO left Afghanistan in 2021. We received nothing. We didn't have any caches. Whatever weapons that we had from the previous resistance in the 1990s was taken away from us through programs like the DDR and so forth. So we're basically fighting this empty-handed compared to what the terrorist groups on the other side have. And thirdly, right now, the Taliban pose an imminent threat. The Taliban and their terrorists and other terrorist organizations that are aligned with them and that are inside the country pose an imminent threat towards regional and global security. Right now, I don't know if you know or not, but there's credible reports coming out that weapons are ending up in Kashmir. Weapons are ending up in the Middle East, in North Africa, and many other places. The weapons that the Taliban inherited after August 2021. So they have started threatening the security of different countries through this black market of arms that has been initiated by the Taliban. So it's obvious that the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan and the people of Afghanistan as a whole need the support of the international community. We cannot fight this all alone because it's not an internal war. It's not a civil war. It's the continuation of the global war on terror. We're fighting international terrorism. We're fighting regional terrorism. And so when we're fighting regional international terrorism, we're fighting for not only our interests, not only for our security and future, we're fighting for the security, future, and interests of many countries. For this reason, we believe others should come in, not to send boots on the ground, but to support us and to assist us in any way that they can. Because this isn't a fight that only affects us. This is a fight that will affect every single one, whether it's India, whether it's Europe, whether it's Middle Eastern countries, whether it's other countries on the international scene.